Hey everyone, happy Sunday, and hopefully you guys are all being safe and, enjoying your weekend and keeping away from the heat and everything that's going on and the craziness that is this world. But I just wanted to put something together to kind of, put a couple things into perspective and just sort of say my thoughts. I should have scripted this, but as I was staring at the Word document trying to think of how I should start it, I wasn't I wasn't too sure how to do it, so I was just like, you know what? Let's just have sort of a broad topic and then see where my ramblings take me. But I'll link the idea because I am not original in this in any way, shape, or form. But I'll link the person who I stole it from.
Enemies
Wink,
can be
wink.
attacked anywhere in the
But,
zone. Wait
yeah, I
until they
want
get
to,
closer to make
sort
it
of talk
harder
about
to
today
miss.
why I
Right,
thought,
yellow enemies
YouTube
take
would
3
be
hits.
a good idea.
The
But
enemy's hits are
I guess
indicated
it
below them.
goes back
The
because
bars
if you
below
look at
the
my
enemies
channel,
tell
I've
you
been
what
on
buttons to
YouTube
press.
since 2007. That's what 13 years now, but I never really tried to do any YouTubing or being a video or content creator or whatever the hell they're called these days. I'm not too sure, but I always watched Markiplier and the Yogg's cast and the Game Grumps back when it was John, and then when John left, I took a little sabbatical from Game Grumps. I was like, ugh, it's gonna change, and I don't like the change. And Danny's just kind of awkward, and then my friend Mystic decided to send me an NSP video, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then I fell in love with Game Grumps again, and they sort of helped me very well. And they helped me get through quite a dark time in my life. And I was just like, imagine being able to help someone that's been in the same position that I was at that time. And really think like, would it be awesome to think that I could, make people laugh and just trying to make people smile? Because I've been in some pretty dark times and some pretty bad places. Not physically, mind you. Physically, I'm more or less, I'm as healthy as I can be given the circumstances that we are in today. Yeah, maybe I can cut down on the sodas. Maybe I can exercise a little bit more. But
extend your attack range for a brief time.
overall, health-wise, I'm doing okay. But mentally, we've had some dark times. There's been a couple instances
Your
where
attack range will
I've
decrease
literally
back to
only
normal when the
survived
weapon
because
is used
of
up.
very few close friends. And to those close friends, I just want to say thank you. And I'm sorry that I put you through so much sometimes. And there's some
Weapon racks
stupidity that I
provide you
do,
with consecutive
and I will
weapons.
continue
Enjoy the
to
extra
do,
attack
no matter
range
what.
while it
It's just kind of
lasts.
how we do things here in the blindness. But yeah, I just was, sort of thinking
10 enemies left.
if I could make people laugh and make people have even just crack a smile at my stupidity, because let's be honest, that's what most of the time we go to
Bishops.
see,
The attack
any of the
bar is
people that I
locked.
mentioned
If you
before. We
attack
don't
when
go for
locked,
the
you'll
gameplay
lose the
because,
fight.
good lord, I could just shoot myself sometimes
Attack now.
figuratively with some of the plays that they do. Granted, they're trying to put on a show, they're trying to entertain, so they're mostly not paying attention. But there's a couple people, a couple other YouTubers that I used to watch, I haven't watched in so long, where they actually paid attention, and they are like, okay, we're going to do this
Fight.
thoroughly, we're going
Wreak
to listen to
havoc
the tutorial,
with our weapons.
and, just kind of go through it like that. But, so, I remember back in, I want to say, 2010-ish, me and two friends from high school were gonna do a review group. I actually had a channel that we made, and we actually had quite a few videos. I think we had like 10 or 12. But then trying to get together and do something like that was just a nightmare. So we ended up scratching it. Well, me and my friend Daniel were just like, you know what? It's just a pain in the ass, and we're not gonna do it anymore. So then me and him decided to, at the time, I think it was WWE 2000, SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 or 10, and we're just like, let's make a wrestling show. Let's, put on our own matches and everything and this and that. And we made Lightning Wrestling, which, was a lot of fun, but was such a pain
10
to
enemies
record
left.
because back then I didn't have an Elgato capture card. I didn't have
Survival
OBS.
tower,
I had
skills, and more
Fraps, and I had a handheld
Masterful.
video
Skill point
camera.
collected.
So what I would
This
used to do is
is
I'd
the
get the
skill
tripod.
stream.
I'd set the camera up
Spend
pointed at the
gems to power up
TV.
skills.
I'd have to have a
You
little
can
dongle
undo
to,
it
you know,
anytime.
activate or to have headsets to pick up, so then it would pick up both of my input and his input. And we would also have to try and play the game while doing all this, and then when I had to edit it, oh good lord, I had to transfer it from video to really bad encoded 480p at best, and there was
You
a lot
have
of
completed
cropping,
your
there was a lot
training,
of
but the road
unusable
ahead is
footage because
long
for
and
whatever
treacherous.
reason the tripod was broken and the camera was tilted slightly, so then everything was at like a 30-degree angle. It was we did 4 episodes, and then we finally were just like, yeah, this isn't gonna work out, so we scrapped that too. And then, you know, off and on, I made some YouTube videos, and if you look back, there was one there's a video of my first video, I believe, where it was me in high school with a group of our friends for a video class that we had taken. That was our final. And I want to say that we got like an A or something. Granted, this was 2007 or 8, so the video, you know, the video production was not the best, and at the time we had no idea how to use no idea how to use After Effects. We have no idea how to shoot properly, how to edit, how to do anything. So it was just my friend Daniel mostly scrambling to get everything together, and
Right, mob
me
round.
and the 2 other people in there kind of just going along and doing what we can to help. And then I made a Dragon Ball Z AMV. Oh wow, there's some age for you if you remember in the late 2000s how Linkin Park and Bon Jovi and Dragon Ball Z were all linked together. But I did Prayer of a Refugee, I think. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I did that. I remember I was so happy and I was so proud of it. And watching it back now, it's just like, oh good God, this is so bad. But I'll leave it up there because it's like I spent 2 days on it, and I'm sort of proud of it, and I always will be proud of it. Granted, it's not my best work, and I'm sure that if I went to like do it again, I would hopefully be a little better. Whether or not I actually am is up for debate, I guess. I'm not sure. So then I met Mystic,
Epic revenge token collected.
and me and my
Revenge
friend
tokens are used
Travis
to complete levels.
and Mystic, we're gonna do some
Fight,
prop
mob
hunt
round.
videos. I think that was what the next thing was, because I've deleted a lot of videos off my channel because they weren't good quality. Because back when this was 2014, no, not 14, this was 2012, maybe 12, 13. I really was just like, you know what, maybe I could try and get into YouTube again, because I've always found it interesting. I've always wanted to do it, but at the time I had a toaster computer, and I remember hosting a Minecraft server, and this computer had 6 gigs of RAM. Maybe it might have had 4. I can't remember. It was either 4 or 6, and Nvidia like 400 or whatever. It was one of the really early cards. It was a stupid expensive. It was right around the time when Star Wars: The Old Republic came out, because I remember I actually had to go out and buy a new graphics card to be able to play that thing. And we recorded some troubles and no, not troubles. We recorded some prop hunt, which are still up there because I love those
Godly
videos.
Trophy unlocked.
And the very first one had, you know, Mystic was just like, do you guys hear a baby laugh? And, and me or Travis actually heard it, but then when I was editing it, I heard it, and I, you know, flipped my shit, because I was like, oh my God, that's terrifying. And we did a couple of those, but then things happened, and Travis and Mystic don't talk. I'm not going to get into too many details, because that's long history, and it's their choice, and I'm still really good friends with both of them. And I've really, you know, things happen, and you just kind of have to move on. But then I used to have Left 4 Dead. Now, I played Left 4 Dead 1 religiously to the point that I spent so many hours on Xbox that I could tell you every little tips and tricks, and I want to say that for a year straight, I probably spent every day, all day, for a year or two straight, just doing nothing but playing Left 4 Dead and Call of Duty World at War Zombies. Oh man, those were some good times. That was a long time ago. That was 2010, 2011. But anyway, granted, at that time, you know, Left 4 Dead has been milk dry, and Left 4 Dead 2 was out, and while Left 4 Dead 2 is fun, it's not the same as Left 4 Dead 1, and I'm sad that we aren't making that many mods for the original. But I understand that Left 4 Dead 2 probably improved drastically on most of the Left 4 Dead 1 stuff. But I had some old videos of me and Travis doing Left 4 Dead 1, and then me and Mystic doing Left 4 Dead 2, and there was a video where Mystic's router, back when she lived way long time ago back in Maine, her router actually died, so we're just like, okay. And then I kind of had all these plans to do stuff like, oh, I want to start doing YouTube, I'm going to start doing, you know, in streaming, I set up a Twitch, as you see in every video. I always do a Twitch thing, even though I haven't streamed in, you know, 10 years, but it's really hard for me to just sit down and record, because a little part of me is just like, no one's gonna watch it, no one's gonna laugh, it's not worth your time, you should just stop doing what you're doing, because it's not worth anything, it's just boring. I'm just like, and I've talked to a couple people about it, and yeah, I can admit that I'm pretty boring, but the whole point of doing YouTube, at least to me, is to entertain, and if I can't entertain, why would I even waste my time? So then, most of the time, my YouTube channel has just laid dormant or dies. I'll, you know, be really inspirational, and I'll upload like 7 or 8 videos, and then I'll go silent for a year. And it makes me sad, because I really do want to try, and I really want to, you know, be like, hey, look, I can say I'm not a popular YouTuber, I don't have 1,000 followers, I don't even have 50, but it's like, the people that do watch it are, at least they laugh at me. Let me rephrase that. They don't laugh at me, they laugh with me, because, I mean, I'd like to think I'm entertaining. Whether or not I am or not is up for debate, but so far I would have to say I would like to pretend that I am. And yeah, so, I mean, then me and Mystic started, we were like, you know what, let's just shitpost and have a good time and relax and laugh. And so we've been, you know, we played Monopoly, for God's sakes, with Damien, and we're just like, fuck this is really bad. We're having it, but I mean, I won. And then Mario Party, I just want to say fuck Mario Party. I hate Mario Party. I don't want to do it again. But you know what, if Mystic asked, hey, do you want to do Mario Party, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's just, you know, kill myself internally to have some good times, because I still feel I was cheated in that game. And then I'd be hanging out with her, so then she can do her videos, and it's fun to play with people, but doing solo sometimes, it's just really hard for me to get motivated, because it's like, I'm not entertaining to begin with, and sometimes I really don't think that it's worth putting in the effort. But then at the same time, there's a part of me just like, you don't know unless you try, and I guess I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. Maybe, you know, maybe I'll get some good laughs. I see some people, you know, I have seen a slight increase in everything, but I don't know, I kind of just want, sometimes I'll be editing a video and I'm just like, you know, maybe I should just stop and try and delete all this footage and just forget about it, because it's not going to happen. Because I mean, this would be the 5th time I've done it. It's not working, it's not going to do anything, and I don't know why I try. But then I talked to my girlfriend, I talked to Mystic, I talked to my other friend Mush, and they're just like, you don't know unless you try, and you have to just keep going. Because if you go back and watch some of, say, Markiplier videos, he's just kind of like, I don't have that many subscribers, and I was not popular, but you just keep going and you give yourself, not everything happens overnight. And I don't know, I think I'm kind of rambling now, but pretty much what I wanted to say was I started YouTube 13 years ago because I thought it would be fun and entertaining, and I would, I might get some people to laugh. And now all this time later, nothing's really changed. I like making people laugh, and I like making people smile because I've been in some dark places, and I know what it's like to be there. And if I could, I would do everything I can to make sure people don't go there. Whether or not it works or not, I don't know. Am I good at gaming? No. God, no. Am I good at editing? Not particularly. Is the quality of what I record decent? I'd like to think it is. Am I better with Mystic and other people? Hell yeah. I'm always better. When I can bounce off people is when it's better for me. But when I do solo, sometimes I have a lot to improve. I'm an awkward person. I'm a shy person. Anyone that knows me very well will say that I'm awkward as shit. And as a friend said, my humor is unique and I'm strange. But, I mean, if that can make people laugh, that's all that matters, right? I don't know. Hopefully you guys, have a good rest of the weekend. And keep safe, don't do stupid things. Wash your hands, all that good jazz that everyone, that you hear from everyone and that you see all over Facebook. And I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully you guys have a good time and, just laugh. Because that's all we can do. That's all we can try to do. Especially in these dark times. Just look for the light.
Masterful.
Take care, everyone.